Hello, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today it is Odin's Day, the 16th day of the month of Julius, and the moon is waning, and it is hot outside where I am. We're having a heat wave. I'm sorry I haven't been in. I was busy doing, human stuff, and now I am back and I'm doing this. So let's see what message wants to come through today. So we're using the Elder Futhark on birch wood. Let's see. Okay. Let's actually get it in the shape that it is needing to be. So I'm going to lay out the reading. Hope you are doing well. Yes, we were out and about and also busy and out and about and doing things. So that looks awful. I'm going to fix this in a second. Hang on a sec. See if I can get this to look nicer. Man. Yeah. All right, that looks decent. Okay. There we go, even better. Central issue today for the message that wants to come through today is Kaunas. Kaunas is the rune of the torch or the fire. It has to do with expansion and opening out. Something that starts small like an ember and goes into a blaze. It can have to do with potential for overwhelm as far as something that seems to be getting out of hand. Something that you thought you had under control, and then suddenly it's like expanding more and more and more, getting out of hand. However, let's see how the rest of these runes explain what's happening. Now, leading up to this, we have Ivaz, which is the rune of the yew tree. This has to do with patience, slow growth, slow development, taking things step by step. And this is, you've been on a long path. There's been a long path happening. And you've been taking it step by step, and you've been patient, and you've been methodical, and just basically, well, I don't know about methodical, but you've basically been doing that. Perhaps you've been moving between quote-unquote worlds to do what you're doing, but basically just slowly, just taking it very carefully, step by step, being patient. And you have now suddenly reached a point where things are just blowing up, like not in a really bad way necessarily, but in a way that is like suddenly all of your hard work and careful steps are paying off, and things are just expanding and opening out, and things are happening, and your field of vision is expanding, and things, it's happening now. So that's very exciting, but also a bit daunting. So what is going to help you? So we have Yira, which is the rune of the harvest and also time, and above that we have Uru's reversed, which is the rune of the wild ox. So first of all, let's talk about Yira. Yira is the rune of the harvest and also time. So it's the fact that you've been working this hard and this long on this, whatever this was that the journey that you were on, the path that you were on. And now everything seems to be paying off. Everything is expanding. Everything's opening out. There's a lot happening, and you're seeing more than you've ever seen before. This in itself is a reward, and so this encourages you to keep going, because this is probably what you were pushing towards. This is probably what you were working towards all this time. Is this harvest, the things that are coming through now? That's what you wanted. That's what you were working towards. That's what it's been about. What's going to help with that is we have Uru's reversed. As I said, it's the wild ox, strength and health. Uru's is also stubbornness and resistance and stick-to-itiveness. So I'm going to read this a couple ways. First of all, your own resilience, your own inner strength is going to help you with this. But what I'm seeing most excitingly and relevantly is the suggestion not to resist what's coming in, because you've worked this hard to get here. And because it's a big change now, there is going to be the temptation to resist it. But this is what you've been working for. So you've been working towards all this time. So lift up your hooves, don't dig in, allow it to flow in, because this is what you've been working towards all this time. I know it's a big change, but it's the change you've wanted all this time. It's like, I know you're like, wait. And I don't blame you, but it's all good. So definitely, yeah, just the fact that it's coming through now and allowing it to come through are what's going to help you the most. It is an exciting time. It's definitely excellent. It may be a little bit overwhelming, but in a good way. What isn't going to help? We have Tivaz reversed and Hagalaz. So Tivaz is Tyr's rune. Tyr is the warrior god, and he has to do with taking care of things that need to be taken care of, tending to duties and responsibilities. In the lower line, I'm seeing this as, okay, two things. First of all, now is not the time to stop, first of all. So stopping what you were doing or grinding to a halt or dropping your sword, I mean, you're going to feel disarmed by the sudden inflow of what's happening. But stopping is not going to help, because you've worked this hard to get to this point. Let this continue and let yourself continue on with this. You may be worried also about taking care of things for yourself that you may need, so don't hold back on doing that. But in that these tend to be the opposites of these, and vice versa, I'm really seeing this as you may see all of this coming in and this suddenly just drop your sword. But the other thing is that you didn't do this just for one burst of a harvest. You did this for a perpetual, for continuing, like this was a long process, and now things are opening out. This is not the time to stop. You may be tempted to do so because you're seeing the big change that it is, and now you're getting a bit of cold feet about it. But it's like, this is what it's for. So, and it's definitely going to be nourishing you, and it's definitely going to be making things better for you and more rich. So don't give up at this point, and make sure that you are taking care of yourself where you need to be taking care of yourself. But yeah, you may feel a bit disarmed. The other thing that's not going to help is the fact that it does feel like it's out of your control. And that's one of the things I was saying initially when I was seeing Kaunaz here, is Kaunaz, as it starts to expand and expand, it's fire. So it's basically something that may get to a point where you are going to start to feel overwhelmed, because this is now no longer in my hands. It's not a careful step-by-step process anymore. It's a wildfire. It's blazing, and it's wonderful, and it's bringing in all of this goodness that I've wanted all along, but it's so much. And so the fact that it feels like it's out of your control and that it's chaotic is going to be terrifying. And so that alone will make you feel like dropping your sword and giving up. But the runes are suggesting don't do that, because you've worked so hard to get to this point. So remember how strong you are, and that's going to help you with this. And allowing it, like stepping back and allowing it instead of digging in and resisting it, is absolutely going to help you. As well, if you start to feel like, no, I'm just going to give up, you just like be encouraged by the fruits of your labors that are happening right now. But like, be encouraged by the fact that you are now in a time of great abundance, and that you are now, in focusing on the present moment and getting the fruits of your labors, and that it's like, now is the time. And so you've worked towards this for so long. This is what you want to be focusing on: the harvest and allowing the harvest. And reminding yourself how strong you are, and that you have that resilience and inner strength that can carry you into this, because this is for you. You worked so hard for this, and this is what it's for. What this is going to lead you to ultimately is we have Algiz, which is the rune of the elk, otherwise known as the moose, and it is reversed in the final spot in this particular spread. So this is one of the reasons you work towards this, is because this is a way that you can support yourself and protect yourself. But it's a reversal on the path line, so it's inner, it's self. So you are supporting and protecting yourself at this point, but especially supporting. I mean, when this comes through, this is a great time of abundance. So the fact that you're stepping out of this moment of great expansion, where you're feeling like, this is good, I can do this, and this can help support me. And that's really what it's been all about all along. So this can carry forward. This harvest that is happening now, and your allowing of the harvest, can continue to carry forward. And this is how you will continue to provide support for yourself and even protection for yourself. So that's really cool. So that is the message that wanted to come through today for whoever this message is for. And for whenever you find this video, I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Bye.